All right, so here's the idea for today. We want to understand rotation. So I have an example point at 1, 2, 3, 4, comma 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, comma 3. What happens to this point if, for example, I rotate my perspective 360 degrees? Oh, it's exactly where we started. That's not very surprising. Well, what about if we turned 180 degrees? Well, now the point 1, 2, 3, 4, comma 3 is right here. Well, where is that point on a normal perspective? Well, you can see that point's at -4, -3. So for 180 degrees, it's going to be at -4, -3. Well, look what happened to my x-coordinate. It changed signs. Look what happened to my y-coordinate. It also changed signs. So this would be the mapping for 180 degrees. Well, what about 90 or 270? Well, let's see what happens if we turn 90 degrees counterclockwise from my perspective. This would be 90. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Here's my new point. And if we look at our original perspective, that point is at -3, comma 4. Well, what happened? Well, the 4 stays the same, but it switches sides. So my x is over here now. And take a look at this. The 3 switches sides, but it also changes signs. So the mapping would be -y, comma x, since they switch places and y changes signs. Let's see what happens for 270. If you're good at pattern guessing, you may have already predicted this. We got 90, 180, 270 would be here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Here's my new point. And we can see from our original perspective, this is at 3, comma -4. So what's the mapping for that? Well, take a look. My y stays the same, but it switches sides. So y goes first. And take a look at this. My x-coordinate changes signs, and it switches sides. So it'd be y, -x. And these are the rules for rotations on a coordinate grid. It's also important to remember that your perspective changes depending on what rotation you do. So if my triangle looks like that after this 90-degree rotation, now it looks like this. It's important to keep in mind that any coordinates, when applied these rules, will rotate 90, 180, and 270. If you want to rotate any other numbers, you're going to need pre-calculus.